Hi and welcome back to my channel. So for today's session we are starting with area filling algorithms. Now when we say area filling algorithms, that means what? That means any area given to us, any object given to us, we are supposed to fill this up with the desired color. So this should be the output, right? So this is nothing but what we mean by area filling algorithms. Okay, so when I am supposed to fill this up, right, so we need to have some basic types of area filling algorithm out here. So we get into two basic types of area filling algorithm. One is called as boundary fill algorithm and the another one is called as flood fill algorithm. Okay, so two types, one is boundary fill algorithm and the second one is flood fill algorithm, right? So now we are going to see a quick concept of how does my area fill algorithm start with. Okay, so again I'm going to make a rough area out here, right? So this is the bounded circle given to you. Okay, now what is the actual thing given to you out here is something called as boundary color. I'm sorry. So something called as a boundary color. Okay, that is given to us, right? So I call this color as BC. That's nothing but boundary color. Okay, now I want to fill this with the color that is red color. So my fill color, that is FC, that I want to fill this up, is nothing but red color. So what should come inside is nothing but red. Okay, so this becomes my fill color, right? So there is one color, that's boundary color. There is another color, that's fill color, right? By which you are going to fill the interior of this circle with the desired fill color. Okay, and how does your area filling algorithm start with? Your area filling algorithm basically starts with a pixel. So this is nothing but one pixel for us that is inside this circle, and we call this pixel as seed pixel. Okay, and the location of this pixel is x comma y. So this is any pixel inside this circle, that but the only constraint is it has to be inside this circle or else any region that is given to you. So there are three things that I should know. One is the boundary color, the second is the required fill color, and the third is the seed pixel. Okay, if I know all these three things, then I can definitely fill my circle using the desired color, that's nothing but red color. Okay, so we proceed further and now we see how are we going to do it. Okay, so this is about your basics, and now we move on to how am I going to do it basically. Okay, yeah, so how are we going to proceed in with the required statement for boundary fill algorithm. So we are starting with boundary fill algorithm. Okay, so when I'm starting with boundary fill algorithm, let me again make a, a circle, but then now I'm going to make it with blue color. Okay, ठीक है. अब मेरा जो boundary color है, so my boundary color, that is BC, is nothing but blue color. Okay, and I am going to fill this up. So my fill color, that is nothing but FC, is equal to red. Okay, up we also discussed that I need to start with any of these seed pixels out here. So this becomes my seed pixel, right? So seed pixel at location x comma y. Okay, Now simple, what am I going to do? I'm going to check for one condition. And what is that condition? Now please listen very carefully. I am going to check the intensity of this particular pixel. Basically, I am going to get the intensity of this particular pixel. So how am I going to get the intensity of this particular pixel? I am going to use a command get pixel x comma y. And what is get pixel x comma y going to return me? Get pixel x comma y is going to return me the intensity value of this particular pixel. Okay, suppose I am going to put this in a value that's OC. That is nothing but old color of this pixel. Okay, so OC or any value that you want to store it as. Okay. Now get pixel x comma y returns me the intensity of this particular pixel, and it is getting stored in a variable that's OC. As I know, the intensity value will be an integer value. Okay, one condition that I'm going to check, if OC is not equal to BC and OC is not equal to FC. Now what does this mean? If the old color, that means the color of this particular pixel, is not equal to boundary color and the old color, that's the color of this pixel, is not equal to fill color, then I am going to fill this up with the desired color. So then what am I going to do? Then I am going to do a put pixel at location x comma y with which color? With the desired fill color. Okay, now we check whether we are going correct or not. Now please have a look. OC is nothing but, as of now, say the background is white. So I am going to put it up as a white. Okay, and what is BC? Boundary color is blue. Right? Similarly, this is white. And what is fill color? Fill color is red. Now the color that is returned, that's x comma y, is not equal to blue and this color is not equal to red. Then what is my algorithm going to do? Then in that case, my algorithm is going to put a pixel at x comma y with which color? With the fill color, that is red color. So now this pixel turns a red. Okay, so this is nothing but, in short, the crux of your boundary fill algorithm. Now we know that this color was initially the background color. Okay, now this is colored with the fill color. So now I have to fill all the pixels inside this circle using the desired color, that's the fill color, that's red color. So now we see how are we going to do this. Okay, and for doing that, I am just going to keep this here. Okay, so this is the main crux. Now we see something very important, and that important part is, okay, so I will go here. I will again draw the circle with blue color. Okay, and we have already seen that one pixel was colored with red. Okay, we have to color the other pixels as well. So how is my algorithm going to proceed? Now, please do listen very carefully. Now my algorithm, my pixel is out here, that is x comma y. I need to move further to the next pixels. And to know the next pixels, we move on to a concept of connectivity. A very important concept of connectivity. So this is my current pixel, that is x comma y. So how is it connected to the next pixels? It is connected using east, west, north, south, something like this. So I call this 4 connected. Or else, right? So first we see about 4 connected. And what is 4 connected then? If this is x comma y, this is my current pixel. I'm going towards the right. So what is going to change? X is going to change. तो ये पिक्सल का वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगा? X plus 1 comma y, because the y value is going to remain the same. What is the value for this pixel? I'm going from the current pixel to the left. So it is x minus 1 comma y. Similarly, this is my current pixel, I'm going up. So this becomes x comma y plus 1. And this becomes x comma y minus 1 as I'm going to the bottom. So this is when I am moving right. This is when I am moving left. This is when I go to the top. And this is when I go to the bottom. So that's why we call it as a 4 connected approach, right? Similarly, we are going to see an 8 connected approach. So this is my current pixel, that is x comma y. I already know the 4 values. So I'm going to put this up. This is x plus 1 comma y. This is x minus 1 comma y. X comma y plus 1 and x comma y minus 1. I know these 4 values, right? So what are the rest 4 values? The rest 4 values are out here. 1, 2, 3 and a 4. Okay. So what is this value? This value is when I move to the right and I move above. Move to the right and move top. So then both are going to increment. So this becomes x plus 1 comma y plus 1. Right? What is this then? I am moving to the left but I am moving at the top. So x will decrement but y will increment. And what is this? X to the left and y to the bottom. So x minus 1, y minus 1. And then what is this pixel? This is moving towards the right and moving towards bottom. So x plus 1 comma y minus 1. Right? So please have a look at all the below values. For all the below values it is y minus 1. For the current values all the values are y. For the above values, everywhere it is y plus 1. So x varies. Similarly, when I am moving for the x's, on the left, it is x minus 1. On the right, it is x plus 1. Right? On the pixel, it is all x's. Right? So this is, I call this as 8 connected approach. So this is how my algorithm will proceed from my current pixel to the next pixels, either using 4 connected or using 8 connected approach, right? So we are just going to see once what is the algorithm for my boundary fill. Now when I know all the values, when I know all these steps, what am I supposed to do? Okay, so we start with our boundary fill procedure and we call this procedure as B-fill procedure. Okay, and what are the values that I'm going to take in this procedure is x comma y, as these are nothing but the current xy locations. With this I'm going to take something called as boundary color, and with this I'm going to take something called as fill color. Okay, so I start with my loop. I'm going to take a value OC, that is equal to get pixel x comma y, that is going to return me the value. Now I'm going to check if OC is not equal to BC and OC is not equal to FC. Right, this we have already seen. If this is the case, then put pixel x comma y comma FC. Right, till here we have done. Now we come to our next step. What are we going to do next? I am going to call bfill now, right, using x plus 1 comma y comma bc comma fc. I am going to call bfill using x minus 1 comma y comma bc fc. Bfill x comma y plus 1 bc fc and bfill x comma y minus 1 BC FC. So what are we doing? We are calling my procedure after my first step, right? So I am here. After my first step, where is it going to go? X plus 1. Right? It is going to go there till the time the condition is not true. Right? Then it goes to x minus 1, then y plus 1 and then y minus 1. Similarly, you could use the procedure for 8 connected approach. Okay. With this, I hope boundary fill is understood. Thank you very much.